Okay, recording started.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ted Phillips. I'm the chair of the JEA Awards Committee. I would like to call the August 28th, 2025 awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum present this morning represented by myself, Ted Phillips. Gary Baker is here for Ricky Erickson and Jody Brooke. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No public comments.
We have no one from the public in person. Is there anyone on the call this morning from the public who would like to speak at this time? If so, unmute yourself and you have the floor. All right, hearing none, we'll move on. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 6. They have been approved by procurement, budget, OGC, legal, the business unit VP and chief, and are ready for award committee approval. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would anyone like to move the minutes to the regular agenda or any other item on the consent agenda to the regular agenda or defer to another week?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, may I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
So that was Jody with the motion and Gary with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. On our regular agenda, we have 2 items for discussion. The first item, I believe, is an award to Wesco for some wire. I believe that there were some, this is an emergency ratification. Is there anyone from either procurement or the business who would like to kind of explain the situation here?
Good morning, Ted and all. This is Jessica Keeler with Inventory Planning. So what brought us to the situation today has to do, we had some system issues. The business, which was Substation, did place the demands actually in a very timely fashion. But due to some system errors with the item setup, my team did not see those demands until we found ourselves in this position of needing the emergency ratification. So as soon as we realized what was going on, we reached out to the procurement team and followed the channels that we could. I'll turn it over to them to speak about the actual procurement process, but that was like the root cause of why we had to go down this route. But since then, the item system has been set up and corrected.
Okay, great. So also, you or somebody from the business can talk about the our need versus the amount of wire that was bid on and the amount of wire that we're actually purchasing.
Correct. So I can speak to that. We need about 1,800 feet for inventory, as well as we need about 1,000 feet for the project. And when procurement was able to go out and solicit quotes, majority of the respondents were coming back with a minimum order quantity of cable of 10,000 feet. There was a late submittal, and there was a different manufacturer that was offering a minimum order quantity of 4,800 feet. And with that, and looking at this cable as a significantly low usage, very just project specific driven type of cable, for us, it made business sense to go ahead and do the emergency award for the 4,800 feet, which would ultimately save JEA close to $400,000.
And it's also my understanding that I know some of this wire lives over at Southside, and they're tight on space anyway, right?
Correct. Most of the cable is going to be stored also outside, and we don't want a large number of cable just sitting for years, because what will end up happening is those wooden reels will just end up rotting and can cause damage to the cable later on.
Thank you.
I've got a little bit of a technical question as to this term, because this is a ratification to be able to lock in the pricing that was going to be expiring on August 22nd. And the term on the sheet says that the project start date is today, the 28th. Is that accurate, or really the start date, the 22nd? Kind of a potentially technical issue, but if this is a truly a ratification, we've already committed and already are under contract with the earlier pricing.
We can make the correction to the 22nd.
Okay. Any other questions?
Okay, all right. So I'd entertain a motion to adopt regular agenda item number 1.
So moved.
Second.
So that was Gary with the motion and Jody with second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So we'll move to item number 2. So this is to purchase some vehicles, but I'd ask for this to get pulled off for discussion. Just for the record, part of the reason that we're purchasing these vehicles is we've made purchases from another vendor that we are reselling those vehicles back to them because of the numerous problems we had with that. Is there somebody from the business or procurement that would like to give a brief summary on how that worked so we can get that into the record?
Yeah, sure. Good morning, Ted. It's Justin Hightower and Fleet. Yeah, so we're purchasing these 4 aerial units as part of a plan since we had the Versalift buyback of the 21 assets that we purchased from them. These 4 are part of the plan to replace those as we're selling all 21 of those trucks back due to various issues going from no maintenance support locally to heavy rust issues that presented major safety issues for a lot of the electric crews that work around energized lines. So yeah, we're selling those back due to breach of contract, and these 4 aerial units will be part of the plan to replace the 21 assets.
Thank you, Justin. Will that sell back? Will that come back before the awards committee? Maybe somebody from procurement or legal could answer that one.
I
Yeah,
don't believe the
Ted, I'll jump in.
sellbacks.
I don't believe they are required, but I do think that we will bring them back and for maybe an informational item just for transparency.
I'd appreciate that. All right. Any other questions on award number 2? All right. Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
So that was Jody with the motion and Gary with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So today, items 1 through 6 of the consent agenda and items 1 and 2 of the regular agenda have been approved for the August 28th, 2025 meeting. Is there any other business that needs to come before the awards committee this morning? Hearing none, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the input, Justin and Jessica. Y'all have a great rest of your week and have a nice holiday weekend.
Thanks, everyone.